Wranglers! Today it's going to be a little bit different. We're going to go over the study guide, and then this is going to be your first section of math, and the second section you're going to actually take the math assessment. Okay, number 1, if the ratio of boys to girls on the track team is 5 to 6. And it's girls to boys. Girls to boys. So order matters. So we need to create an equivalent, a congruent ratio for 5/6. So let's look at 24 over 20. Can you get 5 to 24? No. Can you get 5 to 50? Yes, 5 times 10. Well, is 6 times 10 56? No. Can you get 5 to 60? Yes, times 12, but 6 times 12 is not 50. So it's going to be D. Can you get 5 to 20 times 4? And 6 times 4 is 24. Two equivalent ratios will create a proportion. The ratio of girls to boys. Order matters and labeling it matters. At Jackson Middle School is 4 to 5. If there were a total 120 boys, how many possible girls could there be? Does boys go on the top or the bottom? We set it up girls to boys. Boys will be on the bottom. Unit to unit, boys to boys. There's 2 ways you can solve this. You can say 5 times what equals 120, right? So come over here and you can divide 120 by 5. And you're going to get 24. And then 4 times 24. "96 girls." Okay? I'm also going to come down here and show you the other way you can do this. 5/4 and 1/20. I'm going to the very bottom. We're doing our cross product with the unknown. So what we're really doing is we're building an equation. 5x is equal to 480. Draw your line. Divide both sides by 5. X is equal to, 96 girls. So you can do the cross product, right? But when we're solving for the unknown, it's going to create an equation. Or you can come up with an equivalent ratio. Sarah went to the fair to ride rides. She paid $20 for every 13 rides. So if you did money to rides, it would be 20 rides for, or $20 for 13 rides. She spent a total of $60. So our money is on the top here, so we're going to say to 60. Okay, so $20 over 60, if you're going to get 20 to 60 would be times 3, right? So 13 times 3 would be 39. but they're not giving us 39. They're just wanting us to figure out which proportion would work here. So I see 60 to 13, that's money to rides. That's not going to work. That would be rides to money. Rides to money. Here now they switched it, they flipped it, which you could do that. You could do rides to money and then do 13 over 20 is equal to 60. And then when you solve this, you're still going to get 39 rides. It just needs to match up unit to unit, either being both as the numerator or both as the denominator. Move that over there. Anna can buy 3 sweatshirts for a total of $45. How much would it cost if she were going to get 5 sweatshirts? There's 2 ways you can do this. You can divide, well, you're going to say 45, right? Divided by 3, that would give you your unit rate. But we want to know for 5 how much it would cost. You can't get 3 to 5, so we're going to set up and we're going to do this proportionally. 3x is equal to 5 times 45. $225 divided by 3. $75 for 5 sweatshirts. Does that seem reasonable if 3 sweatshirts is 45? Some of you mathematically might be thinking 3 will go into 45 15 times, right? Then you're going to say, I need 5 groups of 15. But this is the process that you would need to be able to understand how you would solve it. It takes Benjamin 28 minutes to mow 2 lawns. Minutes to lawns. 28 minutes to 2 lawns. Assuming that Benjamin, the lawns are the same size and they work at the same speed, how long will it take him to mow 5 lawns? So we know that our lawns is our denominator with how we set it up. Okay. Now here you might see, that kind of looks like it's, I'm going to write lawn. It looks like 21. Can you get 2 to 28 times 14? So you could say 5 times 14 if you see that. I usually see my relationships horizontally. Some of you will see them vertically, and you're going to figure out how you see your proportions. You can also solve this. This would have been the unknown, right? And you would have said 2x is equal to, and then 5 times 28, 140. And when you divide that, you're going to get x is equal to 70. So it's going to take 70 minutes. The process on learning how to solve these and understanding these is really important, not just finding the outcome. These rectangles are similar to scale, and we want to find the width of rectangle A. So we know that there is a variable right here for the width, right? I'm going to build my ratio of length 25 to width 18. So I'm going to say length to width 25 to 18 is on my original rectangle that has both labels. Now, my length on my second rectangle is 5, and I'm solving for the width. Here there is a relationship. Can you get 5 to 25? Yes, times 5 So then can you get, then you're going, 25 divided by 5 is 5. So 18 divided by 5, y'all are going to end up getting a decimal here, and y'all, this can happen. Add your decimal, add a 0, bring it down, so it would be 3.6 centimeters. So x would be equal to 3.6 centimeters. Again, 25 over 18 and 5 over x. Remember, 25x, 25 times x is equal to 18 times 5. 18 times 5 is 90. We're going to solve our equation. 90 divided by 25 would be 75, 15. Add your decimal, bring it up, bring your 0 down. And again, you're going to get 3.6 centimeters. Okay. Every day, a zookeeper feeds 4 adult gorillas for a total of 160 pounds of food. 4 gorillas eat 160 pounds of food. At this rate, how many pounds of food would the zookeeper need every day to feed 6 adult gorillas? 6 adult gorillas. So we know our ratio is 160 pounds, pounds, to our gorillas. So I'm setting up my ratio, food to my 4 adult gorillas. They're asking for food, and they have given us our gorillas. Here, I know that if I can get 4 to 2, then I can make it equivalent to 6. So I'm going to simplify. Half of 160 is 80, and half of 4 is 2. Now, 2 times what is 6? 2 times 3. So 80 times 3 is 240 pounds of food will be needed to feed your 6 gorillas. Again, you can also do this the cross product way with solving for the unknown and setting up an equation. 160 over 4 . 4 times x is 4x. 160 times 6. $960 is equal to 4x. And then you're going to divide both sides by 4. £240. If y'all can start being comfortable with simplifying your ratios and coming up with equivalent fractions, it's much easier. Theodore skated around the neighborhood 12 times in 45 minutes. 12. So here's our time. Well, because times is also minutes, so I'm going to say S for skated. And then M for minutes. And y'all, your labels can be what you understand it. If you wanted to label it something else, that's fine. If Theodore continues to skate at the same speed, how far will he be able to go around in 2 hours and 15 minutes? Here it says, remember to convert your hours to minutes. We cannot come over here and say 2 hours and 15 minutes. We have to convert to the same unit. So we have to convert the hours to minutes. So how many minutes is in 1 hour? 60. We have 2 hours plus our 15. 60 plus 60 is 120. Plus 15 would be 135. Okay. I see that 12 and 45 can be simplified by 3. 12 divided by 3 is 4. 3 will go into 45 15 times. I just thought that this would make this easier. If y'all, again, y'all can see making the equivalent fractions. And if you take 135 and divide it by 15, it'll be 9. So this would be times 9, and 4 is times 9. So then that means he's going to be able to skate around the park 36 skates around. If you do not see this, (12 over 35) and x over, I already forgot, 135. Is that right? That's 45. See? Okay. (45x) is equal to 12 times 135. And then you would solve from there, just like it's an equation. You'd have 45x and then divide both sides by 45. And you're going to get x is equal to 36. So the math is going to be much simpler to do if you can simplify your ratios down. If you were not in the Zoom, we were going to go through this together, first period. Then you need to, well, I guess I should have said that at the beginning of the video. But good luck on your assessment. Let us know if you have any questions.